are all my colors. No, there's no keeping them inside. These are all my colors. If I fight them, I will not survive. They shine so bright, them a rainbow.
Oh my goodness, she has been a musical sensation for like the longest 1 month ever. We have listened to her doing covers of everything. Honestly, Kulosa, all the songs, the Oxlade, everyone has had a chance to hear their song played or sang by this beautiful artist. And she is not only a cover artist at this moment in time, she also has an amazing album that's out called Colors. Well, it's an EP. Yes, let's call it an EP. So it's an EP called Colors, which is also a very crafty way of making an album or an EP altogether. Every single song has a connotation of its color, and that is something we need to break down and get to understand. In case you haven't seen this musical sensation, in case you haven't seen this beautiful young lady, in case you haven't seen Bridget, I do not know what rock you've been under, but this is your chance to see this musical giant that is about to blow us out of the water. She goes by the name of Bridget Blue. What's up, Bridget?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're okay. How does it feel to be a celebrity in the 254? The pressure.
A lot of feelings.
So there's a lot of pressure and all of that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And how you generally just getting into it, because I feel like a lot of people, if it happens like overnight in the way that it did for you, well, for us it feels like it happened overnight, but for you it's been accumulation of work from like 2016. You've been doing it, you've just been quietly doing it. No one had actually seen Bridget in her element as we see you now, so it feels like to us you are an overnight sensation, but in actual terms you've been working. So how does it feel to go from being okay, I sing, and then to going like, oh my god, you're that girl who sings on the internet? How does that feel?
Yeah, I feel like every year people think I'm new. I don't know why, but at least now I feel confident that I have like ground. Like finally I feel like I have a steady graph.
Okay.
Like, it feels good. I feel like now I have an audience. Now it's getting like very real. So yeah.
And ironically, or at least curiously, of course, we went in and looked into your life, and we're like, okay, so she's not just pretty, she's got brains too, because you've gone to aeronautical school. And and I'm just like, wait, so you just decided, because the family is all in Air Force anyway, so it's like kilam too. I don't know what it is with pilots and pilots' children. Everyone has to be a pilot, and then eventually they change their way. So how was that transition for you as well? Did you feel for like a moment that you were like, you know what, aeronautical lifestyle seems a little cool. I could fly a plane. I could help someone fly a plane. Or were you completely immersed in this journey as an artist?
Like you said, I grew up in an airstrip actually, like at days. So it was basically my life, like seeing airplanes, all of that, seeing my dad do it. So it was interesting, honestly. So I feel a part of me was genuinely interested, but then a part of me was also trying to do something that people would be proud of, something that kind of like looks nice and like, you know. So I did it for both reasons, but eventually, you know, you finish and then now you get into the workspace. I went for internship and then
you realize it's different. The math isn't mathing. I don't like this.
Well, it's amazing. It's just that I'd say my music overpowers everything else.
Okay, so she may sound like she's really old, but she's all of like 22 years old. She's basically 12. In my mind, you're a 12-year-old who is now breaking the internet. If you haven't gotten past 25, in my mind, you're always like a 12-year-old. But how does it feel to, because like a lot of people keep saying the same thing about you. Like you sound so wise for your age, and yet it's just you're 12. So what is that for you? Is it like, okay, guys, this is who I am. There's nothing I can do about it. So you get on board. I mean, you're like, yes, very wise. I am a wise young woman.
Actually, I feel old.
You
I
feel
feel like
old.
Dikshu is old.
Like an old soul.
Yeah, I don't really feel young. Well, I get that comment a lot. I think I've grown up with older people. I've always been surrounded by older people. So somehow you're forced to grow up really quickly. Yeah.
Okay. I feel that. I think I understand that. And I think it's a beautiful thing because it enables you, I don't know, at a very young age, it enables you to like put your life in the right priorities very quickly, because you see all of these other people, they've achieved a lot, they've done a lot, and you're like, okay, when am I going to be able to sort myself out? And so it helps you like get there faster in one way or another.
Yeah.
But
True.
let's talk about the journey, because it has been tumultuous, okay? This girl at 16 decides, you know what? I think I can sing. I'm an artist by heart. And you decide that maybe not it's just like at that moment you're just thinking, I want to be an artist. I don't know exactly what kind of artist I want to be. I could paint. I could be those people who just, go into the wild and kumbaya zen, always doing your yoga. I could do something. It has to be in art though. And then you discover that, okay, maybe I need to narrow that down to music, because everyone can sing. And usually this is a story with a lot of artists. It's like before people discover you and before people actually go like, baby, you are uniquely talented, everyone is like, I kila mtu anaimbanga. Everybody sings. So what is it that you think made you feel like, okay, maybe this is a bit more unique than everyone can sing in the shower type voices? What got you to that point?
Well, at first it was for fun. At first it was just me uploading during holidays. And then you realize people's feedback from your friends, from the people in your comment sections, from your DMs, from people that do music like professionals, and they give their opinions and you're like, okay, this could be a thing. So it just started like that. Me just posting because I feel like I didn't really think I was like the greatest singer. It's just that I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I think when now professional people now started approaching me is when it really like digested. It's when it like stank, you know?
Okay. So I think this story has been done so many times. So I feel like a summary, because you've answered this question enough times. Okay, so Bridget decides, I want to sing, and puts content on socials. This is back in 2016. Next thing you know, oh wow, professionals and Kaka Empire decide to give you a contract and sign you as an artist onto their wagon. You go through the process, you submit really late, like every person who breaks out. It's like, it's always, do I even need to do this? And then you post it, you're like, okay, let's just see how that goes. So you posted your audition, and then you were called in for the rest of the auditions, and you did amazing at the auditions, and then you ended up becoming the top artist, the top young female artist on their list. And then boom, here you are singing a song with King Kaka, Njia.
Nipe jibu kama baba unanisikia, na kama unanisikia nionyeshe ile njia mimi nitapitia.
How does that feel? Like, it was just juicy. I was singing in my room with my phone, and now look at me recording with one of the biggest artists in Kenya and doing a song that is so passionate to him, because from what I've gathered, Njia is about his story with his mom. So someone letting you into their space in that way is also it feels like such a challenge, and at the same time such a responsibility, because you want to deliver and deliver well. So what was that for you like?
That day I was actually recording my own song, and he also had his separate studio session. So we just collided, and then he was singing. He at the time the mom was really sick, so he felt he should write something for her. And then while he's vibing there used to be like a booth, like a studio booth, and then like where the producer sits. So he comes out, and then he sees me like on the waiting seat, and then he's like, you should drop something for this song. And I was like, okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do it. All right.
Yeah, so he told me about it, and then I was like, you want me to sing something that special for you? So I was honored, honestly. I was panicking because it was a very sensitive thing.
It really is.
Yeah, so I just went into studio. We did like a rough thingy, and then from there had a couple other studio sessions, and then we grew it, and then went to shoot like really far somewhere near Machakos.
Wow. Okay, that's far.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was really honored. It was
Okay.
special.
I feel like it is, as you've just summarized it, it's a challenge and at the same time a privilege, because it is such a huge personal thing for him. So letting you in that way, it also makes you feel like, you know what, I am capable of this level of emotion and I'm able to deliver in this level and people can see it as well. So that I feel is an awesome, awesome, amazing thing. And then you also did the song Sema with Ethan. That was still back. These are still new. Like Sema with Ethan is just the other day. Up to juicy. But Different was also from way back when, which is also such an awesome song. And it really shows your vocal skills because you really get really into it. So how'd you come up with Different? Why Different? Let's talk about that.
You're living like a dog 'cause you're trying to be cool. Who the hell said you gotta act like a fool? I don't know about you, but I'd rather be different. I'd rather be different.
When I wrote Different, I think I was 15.
Wow.
Or 16. So during prep time, like in school, when I'd feel like I used to have these low moments where I would like zone out and just stare. And then that's when I'd pull out my book and start writing. And I remember my desk mate somehow judging.
Of course, she's like, you're not, exams, cuts, assignments, music.
So I felt judged, but then I would like put my hand like this and my book is here and then I write. I used to write a couple of songs. So I wrote Different. And then when I got signed, they were like, okay, so the work is beginning. You need to have a song. So what do you have? And then I had Jack on the beat in studio. So we were just talking. I was like, there's a song I once wrote. And then I was like going through my books and I was like, it's called Different. And then we just did it. To me, it was about, I've always been kind of like an odd kid, I'd say. The one who does not really get interested in things that excite teenagers, I'd say. So I just wrote about being different and that I liked being different.
A little emo. The little emo in you came out. The little emo in you that was looking at all these other people. You're like, I'm different. I'm a rebel. This is who I am. I'm going to represent me and my fellow kind. Yes. Now, you've also done like a bunch of other songs. Like 2022 felt like it was the year for you. A lot of things happened in 2022 because you then did a lot of covers, and honestly, we are obsessed with those covers. Truly, honestly, you will catch us all on YouTube just listening to every song, the gospel, the Nigerian, all of it alike. But you still did another awesome song called Kumama and Hills and Valleys and Oxygen. Oxygen was such an awesome song. I love that. And then we got to the launch of the EP. And I have to tell you, girl, I love everything. I ain't gonna lie. I love everything because first of all, it's how you describe it. So I heard you you had an interview and someone was asking you why colors, and even the cover itself is a very vibrant face with a lot of colors on it, with the rainbow on your face, and it is such a beautiful enigmatic look for the cover. But the songs themselves are also titled colors. Like you will have the title of the song and then the color that that song represents to you. And so obviously everyone is curious about, wait, why colors? And I heard you say it, but I feel like maybe if I say it this one, you will force yourself to dig deeper and get me another explanation. So you were having an interview and someone asked you, so what does colors mean to you? Why colors? And you said it's just the different facets of Bridget accumulating into an EP. So these are my different moods, my different personalities, how I wake up feeling, and that is me in a song. So when I'm feeling blue, this is the song I would sing to or listen to. When I'm feeling like vibrant and orange, this is the song I would jam to and blah, blah, blah. But I still want to hear from you yet again. Why colors and what was the inspiration behind that EP?
So, like you said, colors are different. Colors are, they bring up different moods, different emotions. So I was thinking of a rainbow, how different they all are, but when they're placed together on a rainbow, they work. It's like they merge and they make it a rainbow. So I feel like I have different moods, different personalities. I change a lot according to like my environment. I have so much to say, like different sides of me. So I felt like I should use colors to represent each of those and then merge them to like make me. And then the album has 8 songs. So 7 of those are assigned to each color.
Yes.
And the main song is called Colors.
Yes.
So stand for all of them.
Okay.
So plus I love the number 7. I mean, 7 is also significant to me.
So wait. I feel like now you're going ahead of yourself. We start with Window, which is red, and it is a really. I'm gonna tell you up front. My favorite song so far. Okay, well I have like 2. Is Indigo Times. And of course, Woman, Green.
Yeah,
those are my favorites. But also, Give Me Your Love is also such a banger. But I feel like when I listened to Times and the video and just like looking at you doing the whole TikTok and explaining it, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we start with the first song, which is Windows, and it represents red. What was the inspiration for that? Why red? Why window? Talk about the song.
I'm so tired of looking out my window. Tell me who's coming open my door.
Red to me somehow represents some form of anger, some form of pain. So you see how everybody has something that you hope for, that you wish for, like a goal, and then you pray about it, and then every single morning you wake up hoping it's the day that it's going to happen. So it's you looking out of a window hoping that day when the sun rises is when things are going to change. So basically in the song I say I'm so tired of looking out the window. So yeah, that's just the meaning. It's a painful song. I feel like the previous year, it happened to me from the beginning to the end. Actually, every single year leading up to now, I felt like there was nothing that was making sense. Oh, so it was always me. And I literally used to like stare out my window. So, yeah.
Waiting for the day to come.
I mean, I'm not staring away for the day. When I need to pray or think, I just stare out my window. So
it became a common habit for you whenever you were in a space where you needed to like self-reflect.
Yeah.
And then burnt orange. So you've stared out your window, you've thought about your dreams and hopes, you've pushed them out into the universe, and then now we are in burnt. What's up with that?
Burnt is about that time when everybody just feels like you need love, you need that excitement, you need someone to give you attention, to have fun with, without the complication. Because sometimes it's too much pressure to put on another person. So it's like me saying, I already know what you're thinking, I'm way ahead of you, I just want to have fun.
Okay. little dirty talk.
Yeah.
It's a really nice song, and everyone does have that element of themselves, which is a bit risque. Like you wanna take a
Yeah.
risk. Like, all right, let's do this. Let's just take this risk, see where it goes. I'm not pushing for anything, but if it happens, great. But all I want right now is to boogie. Is to boogie. And then here you are, like, okay, you're done staring, you're done with your random, let's not call it a hookup, but your random experience. You're done with that phase, and then you're like, wait, what? Something's cooking. And then we hit us with ticking. So, what's ticking about?
Time is going, time is ticking. Hurry up, the pace is speaking. Time is going, time is ticking. Tell the clock to slow the ticking. Go back a little to the old days. Yeah, I miss some.
Ticking is just about how time flies. It's about me being 16, thinking, starting to have dreams, starting to be, somehow. Are you an adolescent at 16?
I feel like you still are. You're like at that age where adolescence is hitting pretty
Yeah.
hard, but old age is also coming. Like you're about to get out of your teens.
Yeah.
But you're like at the height of your element as an adolescent.
Exactly. So it's just about the random thoughts you have at that age. And then 17, you just have this idea of life that is so innocent and most times false.
Naive.
Yeah. And then so I just go say 16, 17, and then 18 when I feel like I'm ready to move out. I want to get married. Whoever I'm with is the person of my life forever.
Oh, God.
It's just
those
being...
policies.
Yeah, it was somehow delusional in a cute way.
It was.
So, basically just about how the clock is ticking, how those times were kind of fun. So someone tell the clock to slow the ticking. Can we go back a little? Yeah.
And I loved the visuals as well, because it was just, a cute little space wherein you're like, wait, hang on, this is the timestamp for this time, and this is what's happening, and I'm progressing, and I'm going to the next phase and the next phase of my life, and then that explanation of you letting us into your life in that way, because as we said, for you it took a long time, but for us it felt like we just met you. We just we're just getting to know you. So that story and you letting us in that way was pretty special. I love the video. You're just goofy, and goofy is my favorite color. I'm not gonna lie. Goofy has got to be my favorite color, and it shows us that element of you being just like geeky and goofy and just playing around, bubbly and all of that. So that was awesome. So then you decide, it is here in the mid-row, here in the center, that I'm gonna give you colors to just put together all of the beautiful things that I've just told you there, and all of the beautiful things that I'm about to tell you coming down. So colors, hit us with it.
These are all my colors. No, there's no keeping them inside.
Colors. Colors is basically me showing my true colors. However it is that you come, whatever your true emotions are. If you're feeling angry, it's okay to be angry. If you're feeling happy, it's okay to be happy. So it's just basically showing your true colors, feeling like you can be authentic and you can be a real human being. These are all my colors. No, there's no keeping them inside. These are all my colors. If I fight them, I will not survive. They shine so bright than a rainbow.
Oh, girl, you can sing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I love the fact that you're so young. And I know I say you're so young and it makes me sound so old, but like legitimately, you are very young to have such insight on life based off of your experience. So I love the fact that, someone your age can still go, you know what? She's deep. I understand that there's a progression of things, and I don't know, it sort of gives you somewhere to fall back on. You're like, don't be afraid when you're feeling shy, when you're going through all of these funny things that are going on. You're just about to graduate from uni and you're like, damn, what am I doing? I've been boozing and just living my best life in uni instead of studying, and now time is just like, yo, what's poppin'? So I love that. I love that you're giving someone at least some grounding. You're like, look, it's okay. Just express yourself. Just because you're in that phase right now, you can always come out of it, but you have to be your truest and most authentic version.
Yeah.
And then you hit us with, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Like, if I could sing, this would be my song in the shower, in the car. I'm just like, I'm a woman.
So I pick myself up, head high, I'm up tall, with my high heels, leaving blind, tongue-tied, I'm grinding and vibing, call all you want, I ain't turning. Hey, I'm on my way up, I won't stop, I'm on a mission, I'ma wake up.
And it sounds so like there's a level of voice control that exists in up and coming artists, and then there's a level of like, you know, you're listening and you're like, is that Del's sister? Because honey, what? There's just something so authentic about how you sang that song, the lyrics to it, the way you put it together, and considering you've written all your music, it shows such immense talent. Because not some people are just not bored with it. Some people can sing but they can't write. But you can sing and you can write and you can deliver. So, woman, yes, you're shouting to us. You're like, y'all can stop calling me young girl, because I ain't that. I'm a woman. What was up with that song? How'd you come up with it? All of that.
So I feel like I've said this a million times, but I've grown up with many women. My sisters, my mom, my aunt, like everybody that's around me. We're very many women in this household, and then you get to see how different we all are and the things that we go through and how differently we deal with them. I watch my sisters get pregnant and have kids and move out and get married. Watched so many things that happen to us physically, emotionally. So I was like, you know what? We are powerhouses. Just being a woman in itself. So I felt I wanted to just appreciate that for every woman, however you come, in different shapes, sizes, emotions. Like, just wanted them to feel seen and appreciated.
And speaking of many children, there are 5 of you?
Oh, yeah.
5 of you, and you're the third of 5. So you have 2 older sisters, or like how does the family break down?
Okay, so 2 older sisters, and then a younger sister and a younger brother.
Okay.
The last one is a boy.
Hey, my goodness. They really just, they're like, okay, fine. We've given you enough girls. Here is what you have been looking for this whole time. Because African families and boys, surely. Anyway, but they're like, all right, here you go. Close the chapter now. But how cool is it to grow up in a huge family? Because I only have like 1 sibling. I literally have just 1 brother. So I only know 1 person who I can call when I'm in trouble, 1 person who I can call when I'm happy. Like, it's always just that 1 person, and he's younger as well. So it's just like, sometimes there's that like, I wish I had a bigger sister. I wish I had like elder brothers as well. I wish I had a bigger family, because just being the 2 of us, you could kosana, you've kosana. There's no talking in the house. There's no one else you can go and dish and gossip with. So how does it feel to grow up in a big family, and as you said, very many strong women in your household, seeing such different personalities? And women are so different. Like, we are all brought up in the same household, but everyone is just different characters. What did that feel like for you, and what did you learn in general being in a household with so many strong women?
It teaches you a lot. From your older siblings, it teaches you through their experience and through just how they are maneuvering through life. And as an older sister, it kind of also teaches you to somehow lead and somehow be an example. And all of them are different, completely different from each other. So something would happen to me, I tell this sister, but not this sister.
Yep.
Something else happened, I tell that sister,
but not that sister. There's a sister for all the tea.
Yeah, so this kind of news, this person will receive it the best.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's very fun. Yeah, it's great.
And it's always good to know that there's that one person who always breaks the news to everyone well. So when you do something really, really bad, this is the one I'm going to tell, because she'll know what to tell mom, and then she'll know how to break it down to the rest. That must have been really cool. I envy you. I envy you. And it always gives me FOMO when I hear people have large families. It's like, oh, come on. I could have had a few other sisters. Anyway, so then we move to Give Me Love. And the video is also just, okay, girl. All right. And that is the representation of blue for you, which is strange because in my mind, I was like, a woman would definitely be blue. But then we're like, all right, Give Me Love is blue. Okay, what's poppin'? What's poppin'?
I like attention, yeah, it's on my mind. Most of the time, I don't know how to hide. Give me a little bit of love, I'll be fine.
Give me your love. Give me your love, I feel, is like me in somehow a relationship context. Somehow, like a part of me. I like attention. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I feel like I am somehow needy in some ways, not in a creepy, toxic way. But if you decided to be mine,
you gotta be mine.
A lot, you better be mindful.
Be ready to pack it all.
I need a lot. I want a lot. So just give me your love. Me pay what?
Me pay too. Kill like it too. Why are you leaving it behind? Just carry it all.
You're either here or you're not.
Yeah. There's something about middle children and that exactly. Because it's like you've grown up with so much attention with you. There's always someone who's taking care of you. So it's like whenever you miss that out, or whenever someone doesn't give you the same level of attention, it can feel like, all right, do you not love me, sir? What's this? Excuse me? I didn't sign up for this. This is half-assed, and I didn't sign up for half-assed.
Exactly.
So I love that song so much. And then Indigo, ooh, 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 ooh. Giving us a little Beyonce with the tick, 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 tick. At first, actually, when I saw it, because of the name Indigo, I thought it was Chris Brown's Indigo, and you were doing a cover for the song. And then I heard it, I'm like, hang on, this ain't Chris Brown. This is a whole other song. But it is so passionate. It is such a sexy song. The beat is on point. I'm just like, hey, what's this? It feels like bedroom vibes, but still you want to jam to it vibes. Like I can do this at the club, but I can do this at the digs. It's so beautiful. I love it. You can tell I love it. You can tell. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm obsessed. So what's up with Indigo and Time, sorry? And what was your inspiration in making it? Like, I want to be in the frame of mind that you were in as you were writing Indigo. Please put me in that journey.
So that song is about me telling you this is who I am. Sometimes I like motion. Sometimes I like being still. Sometimes I like the ocean. Sometimes I like the trees. Like I am both, like I am up and down. But if you can't take it, I'll hold the door open and you leave. So I'm doing it my way this time. So if you want to go, I'll hold the door. Yeah, so it's like take it or leave it.
It's a very confident song, It's just that, look, I know myself. I have been with myself all my life. So like there's nothing new you're going to tell me about myself. This is what I am. I will be bold. I will be courageous. But sometimes I'll be weak and I'll be tired and I'll just want to crash and not be in this space with you. However, you need to also know yourself well enough to know, like, can you handle this? And if you can't, I am not going to close you down. You know how people say, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, then it's yours. It's basically you saying that, look, I love you. I want to be in this with you. But if you're not aware of yourself, or if you're not if you don't know yourself well enough to then also accommodate the knowing of me, then I don't want to be part of this. Please just leave. It's okay. And it's such an awesome song.
Well, thank you. Because I feel it takes so much from you.
Yeah.
Trying so hard to be someone's, like, to change yourself for somebody. I've done that so many times.
And to explain yourself in general. Like, why do I have to explain everything?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm tired of it. Like, adjusting myself for you. So it's like, sometimes I'm moody. Sometimes I just don't, I like you, but then I want you to sit far away from me. So... So yeah,
it's a beautiful expression of femininity in general, because I feel like a lot, the female energy is such that you would want to be with this person, but at the same time you just need a little bit of breathing room, and then it instantly changes. It's like it changes in like a second. You're like, all right, now I want you, come sit down, let's talk, let's kiki. And that is such a mature stance, because it takes so long for some people to discover that. It takes so long for people to also get to the point where you're like, look, I'm complicated, and this is just how it goes. People try and force themselves into boxes and categories, and you're being told, oh, for you to be wife material to do, you need to do what? I'm like, bruh, who said I want to be your wife? Like, can you calm down?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you like, chill? I ain't ready for that yet.
Going through life and everything I've been through was not just so I could simply be
a wife. I am a woman. I am a beautiful person. I am so many things encompassed in like one body. You can't just limit me to doing house chores. Or you can't also force me to be independent when I don't want to be independent. I'll get there when I get there. You know? It was and that's why I love. That's my top favorite song. You can tell. And then finally, Goodbye. And by the way, I haven't even told you. You released this EP on the 30th of September, which was my actual birthday. So like there's this beautiful synergy of like the energy that you were unleashing. It was a 30th birthday and I was turning 30. So it's like you were speaking to me in a way that I'm just like, yes, okay, let's go, Bridget. So you say goodbye. Goodbye is violet.
I pray that nobody you come across ever does the same. Having to hear this very thing said to your face. I'm not the same person you met that day. You tore me to pieces, but I really needed to feel that pain.
Why are you saying goodbye? To whom are you saying goodbye?
To everything. Because I feel like the beginning of this year, before I met my new team, I was completely 100% alone. I wasn't even sure if I was going to keep doing this music thing, if I'm being honest. I really wanted to, but I didn't know how. So I had transitioned in so many ways. Was my relationship had ended, my relationship with my workmates had ended, finished school, everything was done. So it was just me and myself, just there alone. So I felt proud that I was able to make the decision to walk away from things that were not making me happy anymore, that were not making sense. I was so tired of staying in places because of pity or because I was convincing myself it could work, and it was taking so much from me. So the fact that I was able to say goodbye, it was like, I gotta give some other people courage to do it as well, because it's so freeing.
Yes, there is only one word for it, freeing. Because I feel like, especially as I keep saying it because you're young, but especially when you're young, I'm trying to picture myself in the same space as you, but I had so many unfinished things. Like there's so many things that were still unfinished. So in my mind, I'm imagining if I was where I am now at 22, I wouldn't know how to handle it. Like it would be me still trying to play that character who is accepting of all, accommodating of all. Yes, come shit on me. It's okay. It's good. I'll wipe it off. I can shower. Like you're accepting so little, such meager levels of attention, affection, accomplishments, and people working as well. And so in my mind, I'm just like, it feels like your journey at 22 is a reflection of journeys that people are still yet to take. So if you are able to give someone sort of blueprint, which is what I feel like this EP is. It's a blueprint. It's like
exactly
start here, end here. When you get to this end, hit me up. And I love it. I love it. Goodbye is just a perfect way to end this beautiful rainbow.
Yeah.
And you've worked very hard on this album. I know you'd been saying you were going to release it in August, but that didn't work out. But you eventually released it at the close of the year. How are you getting? What's the reception like?
Better than I expected. Way better than I expected. I felt like it's kind of not for where I am. I don't like saying this because I feel like it is changing, but not a lot of people receive that kind of music.
True.
So I was like, no, this album is made up of so many different kind of strange vibes, and it's so personal. Are people going to relate? How is it gonna be like, So I didn't think it was going to do as good as it is right now, because people are actually relating and people are sharing. So it's, I don't know, baffling.
And I think this is something that I heard Beyonce say once. She said she creates music to be listened to as a body of work. So is this how you would want for someone to listen to your song? Like start with number 1 and then keep going until you're down to number 8. Is that how you'd want people to listen to it so they understand the journey? Or you can just wake up one day, listen to Woman, and then you're like, oh wait, she has that other song. It's called Give Me Your Love. How would you want people to listen to this music?
The ideal way I'd say of listening is from the top to the bottom, because it kind of like tells the story. I love how you've like done this, because it's also making me like see how it's coming to like
reflect.
So so if you start from the top and the bottom, that way you are able to see a complete human being. You're kind of seeing a package of a person, and in a lot of ways could relate to you fully. So if you listen to one, that's great. But that's one side of me, and I'm like, and then you think I just like to play around and not want like serious relationships, like Bert.
You're over here listening to Bert, you're like, yeah, let's get it.
So I'm like, listen to this one where I'm a little sassy, and then listen to this where I can be kind of like, yeah.
It's so beautiful. And before we forget, this was an accumulation of work that you've done along with Jibril, J Blessing, on the project 36, along with a few other artists. I know we've spoken to Ntinyari the other day, and she also had such an awesome story as well of just how, the discovery. Hers, she shot her shot, but yours, he found you, or at least he got. And guy, did we forget to tell people how you and JB met? Tell us how you and JB met, and then how you ended up now creating this particular EP.
So J Blessing DM'd me when I was in high school. I was uploading covers, and then he was doing production. So he was like, when you finish school, we could record something. And I was like, okay. But then I never felt like the way my first impression of him was not what he actually is. I was like, now will this guy be able to see my type of, how will he handle my type of music, and then from then we started talking this year again. So those other years, maybe once a year, when I was saying maybe we should organize, I should come record, but it never amounted to anything. So February of this year is when he had this project, and then he told me he wanted me to be a part of it. So I went, did a little bit of research, what this project is, and then I was like, okay. Like I said before, I had no plan. I had I was freshly out of my team. He didn't even know that. So I decided to go. And then immediately I was vibing with him and saw how he thought, like how he thinks, how he works, what he believes in. I was like, okay, it's good work. So we did Woman. We co-wrote it in studio, me, him, and then Fresh produced it. And then that's how it began. And then after seeing how everything has turned out to be, I was like, maybe we should do this like more. So we did it the professional way, and then I got signed eventually.
Wow. Wait, so now you're off. You're no longer with Kaka Empire.
No, I actually left Kaka Empire, I think 2019, but nobody ever knew because I never announced it or said it.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're fully with the Blessings.
Yeah, the bees.
Okay. I mean, JB is a nice guy. He's ametoka mbali. Hey.
Like, it looks like a movie.
Ametoka mbali. We will not shame you here, J Blessing, but we know you have come from far, and we all have generally. He's worked really hard. He's a very passionate guy, and I love the fact that he's taken up this as a personal project. It's a beautiful thing for artists to get a chance to just showcase their talent. So, are we anticipating any new music anytime soon? Or you're going to let us listen to Colors for a bit and start up something new next year? What's the plan?
So, the main video, the music video of Colors is dropping very soon, which was like what I was looking forward to the most.
Okay.
So, that should be dropping very soon. And then from there, I'm hoping to do new projects December. Just something short and sweet to just wrap up the year. And then from then, new year, new things.
Okay. I know you've been wanting to do a collaboration with Mr. Nyash himself, Nyashinsky, and a few other artists. I think you mentioned Vivi as well. And who else did I hear? I know you've mentioned Nyashinsky a bunch of times. That one I've heard many times. So are you planning on are there any plans in the pipeline where you guys have started talking about something, or it's still just wishful thinking?
With him specifically?
Yeah, with him and any other artist. What other artists are you in talks with regard to creating something?
Actually, I wouldn't say there is any.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. So when I'm asked,
you're not sliding into DMs, surely.
So I'm usually like, if I were to work with somebody, I really love what this person is doing. But then I also felt like I need to grow first to a point where if we're even collaborating, it's you and me. None of us has to like.
No one is boosting the other.
Yeah, somehow. Well, boosting can also be like, I mean, but I also wanted it to be like, you know what I do while we're collaborating. You know very well, you know the kind of music that I do, and then what you bring and then what I bring, So somewhere along my journey, I hope to collaborate with these amazing people. For now, I wouldn't say there is like a definite plan with any of them.
Okay. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be ambitious, and I know you always speaking about Rihanna and how you love her and all of that. So if it gets to a point wherein you have such amazing artists on your pipeline, and you are, and it's very soon. This is a soon thing. It's not like a next year, 2027. No, this is something that's about to happen. So we're all looking out for it. We're all excited about it. We're all excited about how bright your future seems to look like it will be, because it will be. And we can't wait to see how far you go. Honestly, we're just happy that we have a Kenyan artist who is doing amazing music, and we are finally getting recognition as Kenya. We have people who sing. Can you post up? We have artists. So we're pretty psyched. I think that about concludes it. But I would love to play a little game with you, because I know you're a songwriter, so this should be snappy and easy. Impressions. I know you do impressions. Mimi ninajua. I was told by an informed source. I was confirmed too by an informed source that you can do impressions. And for that reason, I will try and give you some people to impress or, well, to play impressions of.
Let's try Nikita.
Yes, Nikita Herring.
Oh, that woman is amazing. I don't know if I can...
She's a powerhouse, but I have faith in you. You and Nikita, same was up. Same was up. I have faith in you.
Her song. I feel like she kind of prolongs her words in such like a cute way. So I ain't tryna be your ex. Don't call me if you ain't. See how she does? Don't call. Don't call.
Okay.
Love vibe on my way.
Ooh.
Top of my game.
Ooh, it's like a ha. Look at
Yeah.
Ha. I love it. That was really good. All right. Who else can you do? Oh, you can do Karoon. Oh, I love Karoon. I love Karoon.
Baby, I miss you when you're apart. Yeah, hit me up. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, the voice was much, but like the way she
has a very melodious way of doing it. It sounds just beautiful. Ever since Kamula days. You know what, Karoon, please come to our show. Thank you. Please come. And then now we do an easy one. Word association. Let's test your writing skills. Hiyo imekuwa too easy for you. Are you ready? The word of the song or the word of the day is tiny.
Tiny.
I
love your tiny feet, the way they make me feel. You make me feel complete. No.
Damn, that was actually really cute.
Tiny feet.
Tiny feet is cute. It's cute. You're thinking about babies. That's cute. That's cute. It could be a song for someone's baby. All right. Because of the phenomenal woman in your household, the word is phenomenal.
You are phenomenal. Can't believe it at all. You're I feel like I'm doing 2 lines and then I'm like,
It's really cool though, because you come up with a whole melody. And finally, because we want to be burnt, the word is, actually it's a phrase, sex appeal. That's the one.
What? Tommy?
Yes.
Sex appeal?
Sex appeal. Channel your inner Justin Timberlake.
Your sex appeal, the way you make me feel.
2 lines, but you become a 2-line wonder.
I'm usually really good at this, by
the way. We should have given you more time. I think we should have given you more time. But you've still done an amazing job, because coming up with a melody out of nowhere, like you were just like, oop, melody, here we go. I love it. That has been, I know I told you she was gonna be amazing, but did you believe me until you saw her? She is phenomenal, she is amazing, she can do everything. She can sing, she can write, she just looks amazing on our cameras as well. So we were so excited to have her. Thank you so much, Bridget, for being here. And where can people catch you on your socials?
You can find me on Bridget Blue on all social media platforms, and you can find my music on all streaming platforms.
Any parting shots?
Thank you so much for watching. This was so fun, and a lot of you should come do this show. It's so dope.
Yeah, it was really fun. All right, Bridget, you have a good one. Let you go. We've held you for way too long. So go have fun, and thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. When you're ready to release something new, please, this is home. You can call this home. Just anytime you're like, Katomi, we want to do it here, we will be ready to record. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
But for now, make sure you catch us on all our social media handles. And until next time, my name is Katomi, and the guy in the back is our amazing producer, Dougie. And bye.